All right, you guys, welcome to the Nobel the second show. It's taken us a minute to upload here, you guys. We just did one on the Noble L, the OG channel. So it's called Think Like a Billionaire, Donald Trump. We just read his audiobook, 4 hours and 47 minutes. Excellent read. You can't put it down because it's so upbeat. He's like, boom, boom. It's really just like a happy, really inspiring book. And I really like that. So I also was talking about the Securities and Exchange, and we also continue to do some research on the United Nations, and also we were looking into whether some oil companies were involved with owning United Nations or Zoom. And so we were just asking you guys to comment below in that. So we'll put that in the description below. So they just sent us a Trail of Tears, an infamous journey to an unfamiliar land. This was us back in the day, right? When Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto first encountered the Cherokee in 1540, he found a unified, peaceful nation of about 25,000 people. Some 300 years later, almost to the year, the Cherokee became a divided nation of people with little remaining of their vast territory and national pride. Okay, correction. The original name wasn't Cherokee. We had a whole bunch of other names, and so the division came when we were given some new names, and hence, the identity theft and all that stuff took place, right? So we might have still been unified, but these new tribal names that they gave to different groups, right, created some confusion. Anyway, so the Cherokee, and go to State of the Tears for more detail on that, because he is the expert on all the different names he can pronounce. All these tribal names that we were given, I can't even pronounce them because they're really quite unique. The Cherokee, somebody had also said to me, the names of the states, if you turn those names backwards, like Utah, Tayu, those were the original names. So they just turned the names around and turn them backwards. So that's what confused the program as well too. All right. The Cherokee coexisted peacefully with early settlers, but the white man's lust for gold and land was all-consuming. And between 1684 and 1835, over 30 treaties chipped away at their original 135,000 square miles of Cherokee territory. Okay, this 135,000, that's incorrect because, the land originally belonged to the original indigenous people, right? All of it. And so that's what they probably had in their what do you call it? Like their treaty that they had was probably the 135,000 square. You guys comment below because I know you guys know more. The Cherokee issue was hotly debated in Congress for many years. Sadly, speeches on behalf of the Cherokee by Henry Clay, Davy Crockett, Daniel Webster, and other prominent statesmen fell on deaf ears. President Andrew Jackson, whose life was ironically saved by Cherokee chief Junaluska at the Battle of Horseshoe Bend in 1812, was the one who signed the final removal treaty. Beginning in the spring of 1837, and continuing through the fall of 1838, the Cherokee people were rounded up and, they were rounded up and corralled into hastily constructed stockades. So began the Trail of Tears, a 1,200 mile journey to an unfamiliar land, which, by the way, never ended. Under the command of General Winfield Scott, over 600 wagons, steamers, and keelboats moved about 16,000 Cherokee by the land and by river. The infamous journey took between 104 to 189 days, and before they arrived in Oklahoma, torrential rain, ice storms, disease, and brokenheartedness had claimed the lives of at least 4,000 men, women, and children. A Georgia soldier who took part in the removal wrote, "Fought through the war between the states and have seen many men shot. But the Cherokee removal was the cruelest work I've ever knew. Will Thomas, an adopted Cherokee, purchased 56,000 acres, which eventually became Kuala boundary, where the eastern band of Cherokee Indians now reside. You guys comment below where Kuala boundary is now. All right, so I thought that was interesting that you sent that to me. And I'm just going to show you guys. So when we left off, we were talking about Zoom and Eric owning 22% of Zoom, and then we discovered that United Nations Compact, Global Compact owns Banco Pan, who owns the Banco Pan, who owns Zoom, and then there's a bank, right? And then over Banco Pan, there was another, I want to say another Brazilian company. And then we were searching some more under the United Nations Global Compact, and our participants are a whole bunch of other Brazilian, South American countries, not corporations. And then we were looking at and asking the question if the oil companies were involved, because the oil seems to be popping up a lot. And even in that list I just showed you, you'll see there's some. I'm going to put the links in the description below. I've just put the video up. I've put these over there as well too, so you guys can go and do the research. And once you know, you can email us here with your findings. I just find this interesting. I just like to, yeah. And we were saying that we never actually use them. We didn't really have anything against them or anything like that. So, yeah, people were just asking us if we do video conferencing or something, and we weren't guided to do that for ourselves here. So this was the new video put up. We already did the Zoom Banco Pan yesterday, Esther Ambiental, and then the Securities and Exchange Commission number there, and then all the other videos we had done previous to that. We thought was interesting. I was watching something yesterday. I think it was, I can't remember who it was that put it up. You guys know that you can use vinegar and lime or lemon. You know the peels from your oranges and your lemons and your citrus? Just put in a bottle, fill it up with vinegar, and then you can use that to disinfect your house, which I thought was really cool. So you have your own homemade disinfectant. So, yeah, thank you to all of you guys in the comment section. And yeah, you should just get that book. I'm going to put it in the description below, but it's a very easy listening, and because it's so upbeat, it just kind of keeps you going. And I listened to the whole thing. I really liked it. It was actually quite funny too, because he was talking about SNL and how much mail he received after he appeared on SNL. I didn't even realize. I think I remember hearing something about that, and yeah, people that were writing him for all kinds of weird and wonderful things. It's really quite funny. You should actually listen to it. But he was talking about some interesting things that are on the table today. So, and he was saying he was like a perfectionist, and he treats his hotels like he's a tenant in all of them. And so he sees little details that a lot of other people don't see. But he treats his staff really well, apparently, and looks out for them. I think Mel K was also saying she used to work for him, and he used to give out gifts for their birthdays and all the different festivities and stuff. He was really kind. He's really kind to the people that work for him. And yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Anyways, you guys, I just wanted to update where we were at and in that. And they just sent me that trailer to your stuff. But yeah, so you guys can email us. You can write to us on the Nobel L website. You can join us on our email group. You can join our online Twitter school class. You can also, international authorities, you know that we were talking to the elders in Kennedy Land earlier, and they were telling us they were having some challenges in lieu of, and I hope this thing, you can hear me this time. This is like the third time I'm trying to record this. Just to see to it, the senior citizens and the disabled people have to use bathrooms on the roadway when they travel, apparently. And they're being barred from the plazas, and they can't get food if their blood sugar runs low. We got a problem there. So see to it that the seniors, you guys have to laugh, but it's not funny, right? When you think about what's going on in Canada right now. They're telling me that they need to have access to the bathrooms. They need to have access to the food courts, because if they have to get something to eat for their high blood pressure or whatever their ailments are, they have a different problem, right? So they could also sue the plaza. So let's just avoid that, shall we, and get that sorted out for them. Do that on our behalf now. Thank you for that. So yeah, you guys can email us. Remember to give these videos a thumbs up. I'm sorry, you have to laugh. I mean, when you think about what's going on, it's really funny. It's not funny, but it is. You have to take a bad thing, make a joke, guys. Anyway, so you can write to us for a private email consultation for set-off matters. You guys know, if you have a child support case, go to your spouse or your former spouse. Work at a private arrangement, make sure the child's well taken care of. And then you could set off the child support case, mortgages, foreclosure cases, ticket citations, auto loans, student loans, warrants. For those of you having to see an agent doing business, parole officers. But as those of you in the churches doing business as jails for nonviolent offenses, you can email us at themullings@gmail.com for the GSA bond templates to set off matters, and the 1099 OID to get back the finances they claim you owe. Now, if you guys find these videos amusing, fun, they uplift your spirit, you like the sound of my voice, you like me to continue, right? You guys can donate to us on PayPal at themullings@gmail.com. We really appreciate it because it makes a big difference here. All right, so international authorities deal with JPS. Set off that immediately. I'll call Ainsley Powell and or whoever is in charge over there now to try to get that remedied, and deal with Canaanite land so the people over there can the senior citizens, the disabled people can function. Oh dear Lord. Yeah. And speak to Metro Housing. They're giving out these cards. They were also reporting there are these cards that they're giving out to the seniors who don't have the capability to understand how to use the cards in the washing machine. So if they could please put machines in there that are just regular machines for them, it'd be so much easier because they're having a hard time. All right, so do that on our behalf now. All right, you guys, remember, faith without works is dead. And I like to put a hedge of protection on all that is good globally. The Army, the Navy, the military, the Marines, Donald Trump, and all the good people helping us to get free. And I want to say hi to Copper Aborigines, iTree Roots, Mercedes, Kiki Smith, Horatio, and all you good people out there, Tammy, and everybody who's writing to me on the daily. I just want to say, hey. All right, you guys, take care. Remember, joy cometh in the morning. Joy, 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 joy. And laugh, you guys, and breathe. All right, take care and have a great day.